Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one footy talk Tuesday, bruv? And bro, a much needed 3 points for Chelsea. What you telling me, fam?
Yeah, my head's just above water right now. That's really what it feels like. It's good to win. It's good to have an away win because it's actually our first away win in the league since December, which is an example of how tough it's been at Chelsea recently. But yeah, it's a confidence building victory in a derby, late victories and all of that. I think it's confidence building and we were the better team for the majority of the match. But it was just about winning and running off with it. By about 70 minutes, I'd come to peace with the end of my season. I was like, okay, we fumbled it. We're not getting top 5. We're probably not even getting 6th at this rate, whatever. At least the away end's still bopping. I thought it was going to be toxic as hell. Turns out we made the right subs and we finally stopped overcomplicating everything in the final third. Just get the ball and test the goalkeeper. That's what Tyreek George did. That's what Pedro Neto finally did towards the end of the game. And that was really the difference. First half of the match was all really our own problems. Like just bad decisions when you're on the ball was just the story of our first half. You're making silly passes when there's players in better options around you. We're crossing the ball to nobody, either because no one, the likes of Neto aren't looking when they're crossing, or you've got Jackson whose runs and awareness have fell off a damn cliff. And I'd be so real. I think I'm done this season. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Like, I've got way too much to play for, and he's come back and got worse. He's actually come back and got worse. So it's like, shit, I don't know what we're doing anymore. I really don't. But Maresca came out in the second half, pushed Cucurella a bit further forward. Whatever he said to Colwell and Chalobah got them cooking, because they marked Jimenez out of the game. And the passing from both of them was a lot better. We bring on Sancho. Sancho has some good impact off the bench. He's actually like testing Tete a lot more. It's allowing Cucurella to overlap as well. Bring on Tyreek George for Jackson. What does he do? Just gets the ball and doesn't overcomplicate it. And that's the difference. I don't even want to put all this pressure on what's a 17, 18-year-old, but he might have to start up front for me for the rest of the season. He might have to.
Like that?
Yo, I don't mind him being the option off the bench because it's something that's been working. But I need goals. I need goals. His brother ain't scored all year. Like, if Tyreek George is showing me that he can get the ball in the middle of the park and just aim it at the goalkeeper, fine. That's what I need. I need goals. I need a goal scorer. So if Maresca wants to start him in the next game over Jackson, I can't believe we've got to this point. There was a period in the season where I was saying he was outperforming Haaland. Now, he might have to drop him. He might have to drop him. Because the football's it's not good enough anymore. And it's not even just the finishing. It's the runs. Cucurella in a good position for a cross. Brother ain't even running. You're making it difficult for him to even make the delivery into someone. I saw Noni running in for a cutback. The guy only clocks it's a cutback coming like 2-3 seconds too late. And then nobody's in the middle because his awareness isn't there.
What do you think of what do you think his future lies, Noni, anyway?
Long
term, do you think he's gonna be good enough?
He has to show the end product. That's all it really comes down to with him. I like that he's got variation on the right-hand side. I like that he's got strength on the ball, which I think is good for a winger. But it's just the end product. And that's been the story of his season. So I can't write him off, but I'm also not going to overhype it. Like, I said I need a Noni to come back, but even then he's kind of just showing me it's still just for the profile. Just for the guy to give me a little bit of variation.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's up to him. Can he just level up his decision making? If he does, yeah, keep him. Keep him immediately. We've got a gem on our hands. But if not, might be sacrificed if we don't get UCL or just competes with Esteval. That's it.
And what, at the end of the season, you got Esteval and what, another brother coming in, innit? Who else?
Nah, Quenda's coming in 2026.
Now, isn't there another South American that you signed as well? Is it just Esteval?
Santos. Andre, coming back from
Strasbourg.
Okay.
I don't know, bro.
That's why we don't even need that much signings. Petrovic comes back. I'll run with him.
You think these men are going to be good enough to contribute immediately, bro?
Esteval, I don't think so. And I don't want to put that pressure on him either.
The best of what you've got coming in, though. If he can't contribute immediately, then...
No, Santos is the best. Santos and Petrovic.
Well?
Your mic's a little... It's coming in and out a lot.
Okay, what you say? Sanchez is better than... I mean, what's his name? My man's better than Esteval, did you say? The Santos brother.
Oh, yeah, Andre Santos, like, he's already ready. The guy's one of the best midfielders in League One right now.
So how come no one's talking about him the way they're talking about fucking Esteval, blood? I'm hearing bare Esteval chat, yeah. How come I'm not hearing the same prop for Santos?
I'm surprised you haven't heard the same prop for him. I really am. Because, like, he's the one that everyone can universally agree on in our fan base that he's ready now. Esteval, I don't believe he's ready now. I don't even want to put that pressure on the kid. He's out 17 himself. He's going to have to adapt to a new country, a new way of life, a new style of play, everything. So, like, I'm not putting that pressure on him immediately. Santos could probably walk into the starting 11 right now. That's the difference.
Like that?
Petrovic.
And where does he play?
6 or 8. 6 or 8. And he's got good box crashing into the box, good ball carrying. He can do the 6 role. He can do the 8 role. And like he's got the PMP. He's a strong midfielder too. Will probably give us a little bit of height as well that we've been really lacking there. Like, yeah, he's the talent that's going straight into the starting 11, or at least directly competing for it. Petrovic, he went from like being a player that wouldn't even try to play out the back to having the best passing stats in Ligue 1. And apparently he's just outperforming everything. So I'm fine with giving him the goalkeeper role for next season. Have him be the number 1 or go get an upgrade. But for me, like the main focus is getting the goal scorer. You get me the goal scorer, I might even just be able to like look past everything else. Because you bring in the midfield depth with Asugo, with Santos, I don't want to look at another midfielder for 5 years. That's us done. Petrovic, have him compete with Jorgensen. That should be the number 1 position done. They're bringing in Mamadou Sarr. I haven't heard too much about him. Apparently, he plays beyond his years at Strasbourg, but I ain't going to pretend like I know too much from him. But he's an option. Go maybe get another one, someone who's a bit more experienced and someone who brings leadership into the team. So centre-back, striker, and I think everything else is sorted by ourselves. We just have to get top 5.
And do you think you're getting it? It's looking tense,
One
my
game
bro.
at a time, man. One game
Hey,
at a
bro,
time. I know
is that
we're
how you're
not favourites
feeling
no
now?
more.
You're
Bro,
on
I
at
know
the
we're not
end, yeah.
favourites anymore. Like most of the teams
Yeah.
around us have better run-ins to the end of the season, and we've only just got a win that's kept us alive, and that's all it's done. It's kept us alive. All we have to do is just keep winning. Go play Everton, tricky low block, find a way to win, see who drops points around us. There will be teams that do it, but like I don't know if we're going to join them or not. So we just have to keep winning our matches. That's all we can keep doing. We beat Newcastle. God willing, we beat Newcastle. We're good. But beating Newcastle away, much easier said than done. So it's up to the team.
I can't lie. Yeah, it's true because the Newcastle thing is mad. Yeah, like I see Newcastle get their head top slapped off by Aston Villa, but Newcastle were rolling over teams before that. Like when I look at your running towards the end of the season, on paper it's a nightmare. On paper it's a nightmare. Considering you need these points now. You're at a point where people were looking at Chelsea as like a shoe-in for Europe, and now there's an extra place. You may not even get that because we thought it was top 4 at the start of the season, and now you've put yourself in a position now where top 5 is even looking a bit spooky.
Yep, it's fucking scary, man.
But what do you put that? Do you put that down to multiple things or
multiple things? Number 1 is the 2 transfer windows that we didn't even use. Like barely strengthening the squad. You could argue maybe Sancho. Nobody else.
We'll talk about Sancho after, like to see where you stand with whether you want to keep him or not, because I'm not sure. In this Chelsea fan base, it's been mixed.
Yeah, cool. But other than that, there's been barely any improvements in the team from last season. Could argue the defense has got worse with bringing in Tosin for Thiago Silva. Then you look at the forward line. We went from having the 2nd best conversion rate in December to the 2nd worst in 2025. People don't want to blame our forwards. Cole Palmer's not been scoring. Everyone says Maresca's been killing Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer still has the most shots in the league and one of the highest chances created. And I can look at games and be like, he's still involved. He's still involved in making chances for the likes of Jackson and the likes of Noni, and they're not taking it.
So you think the level around him has dropped from last season?
Do I think what?
The level around him has dropped from last season, as opposed to his performances? Or do you think his performances have dropped, but also so has everyone else's?
Both. And then I look at Maresca. For stuff like starting Robert Sanchez consistently, late subs in certain games, throwing away the cups, for example. Like, he has to hold some of the blame as well, but he's 3rd on my list. The forward liner fell off a cliff this year, and we didn't even really try to strengthen the team like that. So it's like, a lot of the way we've handled this season just hasn't been well enough. We had the whole January transfer window to go and just get a body up top. And what did we do? We were just dazing at Garnacho all month. We brought in Matisse Mugu to hold for Strasbourg and then loan him there in the summer. We might not even be able to do it if we're in the same European competition. So, like, we've handled the windows poorly. If I had just got Osimhen, I'm not in this top 4 race. I'm not thinking about top 4. I'm comfortable in 3rd, maybe competing for 2nd.
Are you still in for Osimhen? Do you think?
Well, we're still looking at him. Now, I think UCL's key on that as well. So,
well, if UCL's key, then, bruv, Man United are getting linked with him, yeah, but we're not guaranteed Champions League football if we don't win the Europa League. So, do you reckon that he's waiting? Do you think UCL is a key component in where he goes, or is it more the wages?
Wages and the agent fees.
Of course.
Like, he'll join Chelsea even if we're out of Europe. It's just he wants his money. Like, Mikel's talking about how he specifically wants to join Chelsea, wants to break all of Drogba's records, be the striker that took Chelsea back to the top, but he don't want to take a pay cut for it, and I understand.
But if he doesn't want to take a pay cut, then he doesn't want the legacy as much as he's saying he does. Let's be real. You know the ones there like that.
I think it's just a bit of both. Like, he wants it, but like he also wants his bag. Can be a bit of both.
No, I hear that. I absolutely hear that. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you run up the likes. 500 likes target. So where do you sit with the Sancho situation? Do you think he's done enough for you lot to keep him? Or do you think that he's got a long-term future? Or do you think that, I don't know, Chelsea would be looking at sending him back? I'll be honest, if they send him back, I wouldn't even be upset, bro. I'll be real, because under this manager, bro, after watching Garnacho on the right-hand side, bro, Sancho in that right-hand 10, yeah, I swear down, we've said it before at Man United, it's like a new signing all over again, blood. I can't even lie, bro.
No, I hear it. Like, I don't know, because they still have to discuss wages after this season's done and everything, but the performances have looked a lot better the last couple of games. I was never really with sending Sancho back. I just wanted him to show me a little something towards the run-in, because I know what I saw first half of the campaign. I'm not going to revise it. He was really good for us, but for the majority of this year, he hasn't. Now I think he's like shown up a little bit more. It's good to see, but I was always really with keeping him in the first place. It will just mainly, again, come down to wages, but even when I'm talking about it, I'd be shocked if they didn't already have a number that they were kind of in agreement on. Because it doesn't seem like Sancho wants to come back. He seems very comfortable at Chelsea.
No, he does.
So I don't think it will take a lot to get this move sorted.
Yeah,
I think the only way I think it couldn't happen is either that or if we don't get top 5. Because if we don't get top 5, it might be easy to just keep 20 million and just send him back.
No, I hear it. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're saying he agreed to 100k. Done then. Light work.
I think Sancho, I think it's not a money thing for Sancho. I think Sancho just wants to play for Chelsea because he's a Chelsea fan. So I think that the only way he doesn't stay at Chelsea is if they're forcing him out. And I don't see why they would do that. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't see why they would do that, because I'll be real. Look at the quality that you've got in those areas, and he's right up there, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not rating.
I hear it, but
I'm not rating Madueke or Mudryk.
Oh, Mudryk, I forgot that brother even existed.
Well, there you go. Like, I'm not rating them, you know what I mean? And the thing is, even Pedro Neto, like, considering Sancho's going to be 25 million, Pedro Neto costs 60. I don't think Pedro Neto's better than Sancho anyway, but he's definitely not better value for money either. When you look at 60 versus 25 million, it's a no-brainer. So to me, he's the best value for money wide player you've got. He's even cheaper than Madueke, isn't he? Then the Madueke was like 30.
I think Noni was like 30 or something.
Well, there you go. So I think it's an absolute steal for that price.
28.5.
Yeah, so it's a steal for that price. It's a steal for that price. So
yeah, for me, like, I do think there's a chance though, because Fabrizio was briefing a bit too many times for my liking about we're keeping our options open until we get UCL football. It's all eyes on getting UCL football, and Sancho has to be a key part of the running and everything. I think there might be a chance, and I do think UCL would play a part in that, or at least the way he plays towards the end of the campaign. But if you ask me, I think he'll still be a Chelsea player by the end of it all, and I wouldn't really get rid of him anyway. Because his thing's the same as Neto. They both need to be judged properly when you have a goal scorer up top. And right now we've got Jackson that's not really doing anything.
I hear that. But yeah, you would think that that's definitely going to be addressed in the summer. And yeah, it would just be interesting. It would be interesting to see who you get in it, because it's mad. I was talking to a Liverpool fan yesterday, and I'm not really sure attacking wise that they're gonna do an awful lot. Do you know what I mean? Because Salah's staying. I think Nunes might go in the summer, but then if Nunes goes, it'll be one in, one out. Probably Nunes out, someone else in.
Yeah, because I think they were looking at another striker.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think that they'll be in for the same caliber of striker as Chelsea or us, because I don't think that they'll be as desperate as we are to get a goal scorer in, if that makes sense, because they've got so much variety. Isak ain't going Liverpool. He'll be priced out of a move from Newcastle. He ain't going nowhere, mate.
Yep. I think Delap. I think they were looking at Delap.
Yeah, but so was everyone.
Ekatike as well. Yeah, I did see the Ekatike links.
There's rumors that everyone was looking at Delap for the price he was on. I read only Arsenal and like a few other teams hadn't looked. Something like 17 Premier League clubs inquired about him. Because he's 17. Cheap. He's going to be cheap. He's going to be like 25, 30 mil, bro. They're going down. Yep. So
he's young, he's going to be getting some big money for that.
Yeah, like he's young, he's English, yeah. And it's like, he's Premier League proven. He's got double figures in his first Premier League season in a relegated side, bro. He's a shoo-in to be in the Prem next season, no matter what. Do you know what I mean? So he's gonna be on everyone's radar. Absolutely.
I heard it's us two that are top of the race.
Yeah, like I'm seeing stronger links for him to us than Osimhen. But in recent days, them man have been saying that Osimhen likes Manchester United. He likes the idea of it, but they're saying that the hierarchy split on him. Like some people more want him, some people more want Delap kind of thing, bro. But with Osimhen, I'm not really sure, bro. I'm not really sure if the interest is more from his side than us. Do you get what I'm saying? When I say his side, I don't even mean him. I mean more so his agents. I think they might just be trying to drive up the interest, bro.
I hear it. I did think, because Fabrizio said a lot of Premier League clubs were thinking he was going to Saudi.
You're right.
So I feel like if it weren't us two, it would be that. For you lot, though, aren't you guys trying to lower your wage structure too?
But that's exactly why I think he doesn't suit.
Unless you win Europa.
But even if we do win Europa, these guys said for the next 5 years, yeah, they're budgeting for no Champions League, meaning that they're trying to lower our overheads so that we're sustainable even without Champions League football. So I don't think we're going to go in with a Champions League budget, even if we do have Champions League. I think there's going to be a few years of cutting back just so we can balance everything. Do you know what I mean? So
I was going to ask if that means that they think they're going to be out of UCL for 5 years. But even then, what kind of project is that?
No, but I don't think they think we're going to be outside of UCL. But what they're saying is, and which is a fact, is that the Glazers were budgeting for Champions League football every season. And that's why when we weren't getting Champions League football, that's when we tend to spend the most. If you look at Man United's patterns, as soon as we needed Champions League, we'd go out and spend 200, 300 million. And then if we don't make it, then we're in a deficit. Do you know what I mean? So we were spending money hoping that we were going to get the money back, and then we didn't get it back. And that's how we dug the hole that we're in. So them man are going to be aiming for Champions League, yeah, on a Europa budget, which is what they pretty much said, innit? So I think that's great business, personally. But it just means that someone like Osimhen is not going to be attractive for that reason. He's not going to be attractive for that reason. That's why I think that Delap makes a lot more sense. A younger player, best days ahead of him, and it means we can throw him on a 150k maximum and he'll be happy with it. I don't even think you get 150. I don't think you get 150. I think Xerxes on 105 or something.
I don't think he'd ask for too much either.
No, I don't think he would. I reckon we could put him on about 120 and he's chilling, bro. Like legit. So he can't be on much now. He can't be on more than 50. If that. He's at Ipswich.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's on a lot.
Yeah, like bro, he might be on a little 40k maybe.
20k.
Half of what I said. You didn't see that?
Mm-hmm.
He's on 20k. You give this brother 120 extra 100 grand a week. You're laughing, broski. You get me? So I think he's a perfect fit for what we're doing. If he's on less than 100k at United, Xerxes on 110. There you go. So you give him more. You give him about 110. Give him 100. Bro, listen. They might fuck around and give him less. They might fuck around and give him less than that. I'll be honest. Because come to think of it, didn't Ahmad get 90k? So they can't give him more than Ahmad. So they could slap him on a little 80.
Yeah, he's on 100.
Yeah, bruv, there you go. See that? So, bro, I think he fits the project, man. He's young, he's English. There's a connection with Wilcox. Obviously, you lot have connections to him as well in
Maresca, Joe Shields, all of that. We're trying to do the whole City under 21s from 2021.
That's it. So I think it makes a lot of sense. I think that he also suits what you're trying to do more than even Osimhen. So I think that the only real contenders for the lap for us is Chelsea. Personally.
Yeah, me too. Although obviously I'd still prefer Osimhen, but I feel like that's only going to come down to UCL.
If you
I feel
get
like with the lap, I think he's a good player.
I could see you spending that Osimhen money if you get Champions League.
Because I need someone that's going to be a bit of an aerial threat. I look at Delap, like I've seen he can like threaten in the air, but he doesn't like. I don't think he's a game changer in the air. Where I feel like Osimhen would be, and also don't really know. Huh?
He's your Drogba, innit? If you get him.
Yeah, and I need someone of that ilk in the final third. Someone, because if I can get someone to whip the ball into, suddenly Neto's a bit more effective. Suddenly Noni's a little bit more effective as well. Suddenly now we can see Sancho crossing. And that gives me more variation against low blocks. With Delap, my only thing is I don't really know what he's like against low blocks. Because he don't really play against that with Ipswich. So it's like...
Yeah, you're right. Every team that Ipswich seems more transitional. The aggressor. Yeah. 100%. But I think, his feet are so good. He can play low block because his receiving of the ball is one of his strengths, man. He can receive the ball and he can drive with it. But when there's no space to drive, I think he can receive the ball back to goal and link, man, because he's got a very good first touch. So I don't think...
got strength.
Yeah, and he's got strength to actually back down centre backs. He's got old-fashioned centre forward strength here and tenacity. Like, he doesn't mind a tussle. So I could see him totally fine against low blocks just because he's got the fundamentals. He's got the fundamentals. So no, he's a player I rate very highly. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been saying for a while. I think he's got all the raw ingredients to be a top level Premier League striker for years, bro. Like, I think he's England's next, like, number one after Harry Kane. Like.
Oh yeah, because Ollie Watkins will be getting on as well.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins like 29, 30. Solanke must be about 26 or something like that. And
yeah, really moved the needle anyway.
Yeah, he's not making enough noise to suggest that he can hold down that England number 9 shirt, for the foreseeable. Watkins is 31. Why did I think he was 29?
Ross. Oh, right. Yeah, they're both gonna be done at the same time. What? I thought he was 29 too.
Hold on. So what, Arsenal went in for Watkins? He's 31.
No, he's 29. Whoa. No, he's 29.
No, who said 31? Man putting fake news in the
Jesters, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, he's 29.
Big up Jesters, one of my guys still. But
man's adding years on a man's life and that. No, he's 29. Yeah, all right, cool. He's not 31. I'm about to say rotted. So yeah, he's 29 years old. Either way, do you know what I'm saying? Like, Ivan Toney's 29, but he's also in the Middle East, so he's not in contention more than likely. And Dominic Solanke's playing for Spurs, you know what I mean? And he's not Harry Kane's level. You can only be Harry Kane, to be playing for Spurs and leading the line for England. Because let's face it, they're fucking shit, mate. You know what I mean? So I don't see him leading the line for England long term. And as soon as Delap makes a move to a big club, he's gonna be Kane's understudy. I'm sure of it. It's only a matter of time, bro. I think he's got similar attributes to a young Harry Kane. But he's got a bit more like physicality to his game, a bit more tenacity. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just like
Simi's a straight bully. He's just gonna run straight into a centre back and leave one on him in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got that.
He did that against us when they beat us 2-0. 2 minutes in, just weighs in, tossing, and from that point on, you don't want to enter a duel with him. He's just backing off.
Yeah,
like Faz, you're a bully. I rate it.
Nah, he's got that Rooney tenacity, bro. He really does, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, man have to understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's in his genetics, bro. His dad used to play scumbag football every week. So it's one of them ones where,
not like Rory, bro.
Yeah, no, he's proper. He's proper. So I think that he's built for the Prem. I think he's built for a top club, and I genuinely think he's good enough to lead the line for a top club. I don't think that he's a player that needs to be Like some people are saying, "Oh, he should be understudy somewhere," but genuinely, I think he's good enough, bro. Like in this era of football that we're playing in now, there's not enough top strikers in the Premier League for man to tell me that he should be backing up any of these guys, bro. Because I think he's got as
It's
much
an understudy to someone better. Like someone just said, will you sell Jackson and Nkunku to get Delap and Osimhen? Yes, then he can be the understudy. That's fine. If you bring me Osimhen, he can be the understudy. Jackson, he's outscoring him. With Ipswich, I can't even argue that. So it's like, but this is the quality of strikers in the Prem. This is why everyone's inquiring about Liam Delap. We're all dying out here.
And for the price as well. Like, for the price, no one can say that he should be on the bench for any striker.
This is why we didn't get him in January. I was saying, if you lot really want to die on the Delap hill, go do it now when I need goals. But they wanted to wait till the summer because that's when his release clause comes in. Sadly, it's a financial game. So here we are.
100%. So no, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the summer, bro. And it looks like it's gonna be a bloody busy summer for us as well. Guys, I know I can't lie, these Cunha links, are wavy, but it's one of them ones where it's only wavy if we do more in it. I can't lie. I need more, bro. Like Cunha links,
more transfers.
Yeah, right. Like the Cunha links are wavy. They're saying that Wolves are willing to accept installments, and to be honest, he's a Mendes client, I believe. And Mendes owns Wolves, so I'm sure we'll be able to.
Surprised that don't have us involved.
Yeah,
we've been in bed with Mendes all year. That's why we got the highest agent fees this season.
No. So it's one of them ones where I'm sure we'll be able to sort out a situation for Cunha, which is amazing. But I still want Cherky, bro, and I still want Delap as well. Like I think we need all three of them. I can't lie. I think we need a striker. We need 2 10s.
Cherky and Cunha 10s, bro.
We need both of them. You know what I mean? And I'll be real. If we do that, because we can fuck off Garnacho and Rashford, and that's loads of money, and Anthony as well, because Anthony's gonna leave, and Hoyland. I say, bro, we need to flush all the shit, bro. Flush it all.
Yep.
I can't lie.
You just don't flush Garnacho down to my club.
Hey, bro, listen. Apparently, Napoli are still interested.
I thought the Napoli, all of that.
Yeah, so it's one of them ones where, like, again, Cherky is right in our price range. He's not going to cost more than about 25 million. So
I heard everyone's been avoiding him because of his representatives. I think that's the reason why no one's gone near, because he's had the hype for a couple years now.
I think that there is some hidden agents fees that no one's talking about, because when I'm seeing 25 mil, brother, I'm like, no way, blood. That can't get his left foot. You know them ones. Well, even his right.
Yeah, because I saw some screenshots going around of, like, I think some director of football messaging some other, like, I guess some big head.
Saying about the guys around him are a bit. But you know, he's probably got some ghetto youths around him, some gangsters. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got his friends around him that are doing his stuff and they're goons in it. But I'm not really worried.
Too much.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about him having goons around him. Yeah, like, because bro, listen, it's a personality thing. I'm not really worried about that. Come on, man. Yamal's dad got shanked the other day, bro, and that's my baller. You know them ones. So his dad's still in the ends. Like, it is what it is.
Oh no, I don't even think it's a problem. I was just trying to figure out why he hasn't had the big move for so long. And I think
there's some hidden agents fees, bro. I'll be honest. I think there is some hidden agents fee somewhere that no one's telling us about, because 25 million is too low, especially in this climate. There's not quality like him out there. The fact that they're saying 25 million, that tells me that there's a hidden 20 million somewhere that's going into someone else's back pocket that no one's gonna know about. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, it's way too, bro. Listen, if it's too good to be true in this market, it is, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's what man needs to understand in football. Like, the lap is gonna be cheap, yeah.
That's a life lesson, ain't a football lesson.
Facts. The lap here is gonna be cheap because they're getting relegated, yeah, and there'll be loads of stuff around that. Because I'm sure there'll be a mad sell-on insert or something like that. Ipswich ain't just gonna let him go for 30 million. They're gonna have a sell-on or something like that. They're not gonna be silly, innit? Like, the fact that man are saying, yeah, that Cherky's one of the best talents in the world, and they're saying that they're happy
I think
to let
City have a percentage of sell-on.
They will as well.
It's even worse for them.
You see what I'm saying? So they'll have to make sure that they insert a sell on again, yeah, just in case, like that. Because if City are going to take a percentage of this one, they're going to make sure that they get a chunk out of the next one. Like this is how business works. So for me, when I'm looking at it, if man are saying, yeah, Cherky 25 million, yeah, in this market, even with a year left in his contract, yeah, then I reckon there's more hidden fees, bro. That man saying he turned down a move to PSG to prove himself at Lyon. See, brother, that don't even as nice as that sounds, yeah, that don't feel real to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Especially with PSG doing the whole youth model thing.
Yeah, with Doué and Varashelli and that, him and that team would have been, bro. That would have been pure champagne.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like that, he would have enjoyed it there. I can't lie, especially the free flowing football that
even Fulham, you're starting every week.
Yeah, and you're living in London.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't see it, mate. I don't see it. If you get Cherky and Cunha, there's pressure on you for top 4. Bro, there should be pressure on Man United for top 4 every season, bro. There should be. Do you know what I mean? So, like, bro, you're not saying anything that I don't know. This is why I'm one of the guys that's saying, yo, this manager deserves to get sacked, yeah? Probably even if he wins the Europa, he probably deserves to get sacked anyway. However, benefit of the doubt, if he wins the Europa League, he's got 6 months, in my opinion. Like, you buying himself 6 months because he hasn't done enough. I'm not sold. I'm not sold at all, bro. Like, you've taken
you guys still ain't got back-to-back wins yet.
Bro, you've taken us backwards, yeah? And when you compare it to what the Wolves manager's done in the same time, yeah, you're embarrassing yourself. This is the reality. You're embarrassing yourself. So it's one of them things where if these owners back him and get him these players, if he gets him Cunha, Cherky, and Delap, for instance, and we need a couple midfielders as well. We probably need Angel Gomez. If you get Angel on a free and say we get Edison, say we get those 5 players, I think that's all we need. I don't think we need wing backs. I think we've got enough wing backs. I think Ahmad's going to play wing back. Dorgu's going to play wing back. Bro, I wouldn't be mad at fucking Harry Amas backing up Dorgu next season if he's going to keep playing like that. Do you know what I'm saying? We've also got Diego Leon that we've just signed. We don't know how good he is. Whatever. On the right-hand side, you've got Dallo and you've got Mazraoui that can back up Ahmad on that side if we need. We don't need wing backs. We got enough defenders. Do you know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw can't run and he can't stay fit, so he's probably a left centre back. For me, if we get 2 midfielders, 2 10s, and a 9, because our weakest part of this team is not the wing backs, it's the fucking attack. So if we get 3 attackers, 2 midfielders, get rid of the dead weight, because Rasmus is dead weight, bro. He's false depth. I'd rather that his minutes go to Cheeto. I'd much rather that.
I hear it. That brother's a net negative.
100%. And then you can rotate Xerxes between the 10 and the 9 with the lap. No problems. Do you know what I'm saying? No problem whatsoever. Give Cheeto the little minutes here and there. It's no problem. Do you know what I'm saying? And in the 10, you've got Kobe that can play there. If you do get Cherky and Cunha that can play there, you got Xerxes that can play there. You got Bruno that can play there, but we don't really want him to play there. But he can. You got Mason Mount that can play there as well. That's already 6 players I've named. Like, we've actually got loads of multifunctional players. So because of that,
and if you were to have 1 game a week, should be even more pressure.
But there you go. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's even without champs. Obviously, if we get Champs League, yeah, and we win the Europa, and the geezer stays there, then yeah, we're gonna have multiple games. Rotate. You rotate. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I think that we need to, because also this manager's philosophy and his everything about him is so negative. I think we need to break the bank for attacking players, because the only way that this football becomes positive is if we just start being attack heavy in terms of the players we have available to pick. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because he picks very defensive lineups, bro. We're starting teams with 7 defenders. So
I remember seeing you talking about that.
Yeah, we're starting with 7 defenders, bro. So, and I think a goalkeeper would be an absolute bonus. One thing about Onana, he can't have many years left in his contract because we would only given him a 3-year deal, maybe 4, and I can't see him surviving at United long term anyway. So I think the goalkeeping situation is
You
one
got 3 years.
So that means he's got 2 more.
Yeah, 2028.
Yeah, okay, he's got 3 more. So yeah, I think we could move him on.
Well, you might just have to demote him.
Yeah, or you could demote him. How much money is he on though?
120. Oh,
it's not a lot. That's not a lot. We had what's his name? That was at Crystal Palace. What's his name? Henderson was on like 110 or something like that.
Oh, swear.
Yeah, as the backup keeper, Henderson was on 110.
Yeah,
so 120 for Onana's cool. He can sit on the bench, no problem. He can sit on the bench. I'll be real. Like 120 is decent. And De Gea was on 375. So if he's on 120, on 120, he can stay. We just get another one. You don't even need to sell him. Sit his ass on the bench.
If anything, they'd push him to leave the next year.
And he's not the number 1 anyway. He's wearing 25 or something like that on his back. So the number 1 shirts buy in there. We just get rid of buy in there. Get a number 1 goalkeeper. We're sweet. No problem.
Hear it.
No
that
problem.
Works.
No problem. Do you know what I mean? So Onana as backup, we'll take that. Now we're Man United. We should have him as backup, if at all. You know. So yeah, it's cool. Like I'm happy enough with that, man. But I just think, yeah, it's one of them ones where I said it before. I don't think Man United are a million miles away from where they need to be. I just think that there's key decisions that have to be the right one this summer. They have to be. They have to be.
Same for both of us. That's the story of both our teams. We have to handle this window well, otherwise we're just going to have the same complaints next season. If we don't get a striker, we're going to have the same complaints next season about finishing. The goalkeepers, midfield, I ain't worried about that. Wings, you could get maybe another left winger. For the most part, I'm not worried about it. Get me a goal scorer. I need somebody that I can rely on to bag me 20 goals minimum in a league season. Because I know Cole Palmer still can do that. For how bad he's been for the last year, he's only 2 non-penalty goals away from his tally last season.
But would you not argue that he shouldn't have the pressure to be putting up those kind of numbers considering the position he plays in? He's massively outperforming his position.
Yes, but this is also because we didn't bring in somebody to share the workload. We just relied on Nicholas Jackson by itself. And even in the start of the season, I could say we're putting a lot of pressure on him because it's only Jackson. If Jackson has a bad run of form, he's going to have to keep playing through it. He's had to keep playing through it and he's got worse and worse. Like, I'm not going to use this as an excuse because ultimately, like, what he's produced this season isn't good enough. But this is a guy that's only started playing football from, I think, the age of 19 or something. He's like, what, 3-4 years into this guy's development. And we have him leading the line at Chelsea by himself. Nobody else. We've put too much pressure on him. That's why I just need an upgrade. He can be the number 2 to the upgrade. I don't give a damn. But, we've put way too much pressure on him and only him. And that comes down to us not getting another striker. So, like with Palmer, way too much pressure because no one else is carrying the workload in terms of goals.
That's very true. So that you need more goals from the wide areas. That's the one thing I say about. That's one thing I say about Sancho. Like he even needs to start scoring more goals, or you need to get a proper striker because he will get assists. He will, because that's his game anyway. So like, Erling loved playing with Sancho in the team because he knew he was going to get the right weight of passes in it. So obviously with Sancho in general, he's not really a bagsman. He's never really been that. So I think it's kind of unfair to expect him to get more goals, but you have to make sure that you put him in a position where he's got runners around him because he will facilitate a lot of goals.
And like that's where like I'd blame the way that we've played at certain matches on not getting the best out of Sancho. There's others where it's like, look, you're just overcomplicating everything. I just need you to move the ball a little bit quicker or try a shot because we know you can score. Give it a go every now and then. I don't need you having 15 shots a game. I don't need that. But like 2 or 3, Try test the goalkeeper every now and then. Again, it just adds a bit more variation. Now they'll actually be concerned that you're going to go for goal instead of look for runners around you. Because if you keep trying that, you're going to have games like the Tottenham at home match where all they did was read his passes. Every single time they read his passes because they know he's going to slow down on the left, wait for an overlapping run, and make the pass. They wait for the overlap, they cut it out. Just try a shot every now and then. I don't need you shooting with every touch. Just every now and then. So I think the answer's a bit in the middle with him, but I agree as well. I shouldn't be demanding him to like carry the goal scoring burden too. That should be for the brother up top. Even when I look at goal scoring wingers, like
and your wide players too, and your wide players in general. Like I think Sancho's
like
not
Noni,
profile.
for example.
Yeah, but Noni needs to be scoring more goals. Like
yes.
I think you need a goal scoring wide player. Arsenal have Bukayo Saka. They don't have a goal. They have a striker. Marino's playing up front. He's chipping in with goals, but he's not really a bagsman. Havertz ain't really a bagsman. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones where you need a player that's going to get you goals from one of the wide areas, at least.
I feel like for the left wing options that are out there, the only one that even fits that bill maybe is like who's proven is Leao. And even then, like he comes with his deficiencies in game
even his
two.
Goal scoring's overrated.
Yeah, this season it's dried up a bit. It was more like the last 3 seasons where his numbers were crazy. But that's the only one that is kind of proven and fits the profile a bit. And even then, you're going to have to deal with a Serie A club that's going to demand way more than what his value is anyway. So, I don't know. Yeah, Lookman's another good shout too. Them two, and like I don't think there's anyone else that's a proven goal scoring.
Yeah, Lookman's a great shout. I think there's going to be English teams looking at him because I think that, especially after what the manager did to him this season, after he missed the penalty, and also I think that his contract. Crazy. I think his contract might also be running down. So, bro, to be fair, like, I
1 year left.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind him at United, bro. I can't lie, Lookman, bro. Like he's at a good age. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if we need a left 10. I don't know if we need a left 10 if we're getting Cunha. And we got Xerxes already, and we got Kobe. We probably don't need a left 10. I'm just being greedy, bruv. I'll be real. No, we probably don't need one. But can he?
1 year left.
Can he play left in? Can he play left in a 4-2-3-1? I think they don't play that system. They don't play that system.
Let's see. So in
I thought he played. I thought he plays.
Yeah, they play 3-4-2-1 against Milan.
That's what I'm saying. I think that they play. I think he plays left 10. Like in.
Yeah, they play 3-4-2-1.
Yeah, I thought he played left 10. Yeah, the same system that we have.
Yep.
So I don't know if he can play. Can he play left wing? I don't know.
Not too sure. Really, not too sure. Nico Williams, he's going to demand too much for what we'd want.
I think he's better than Nico Williams, bro. I think he's better than Nico Williams. I think Nico Williams.
I've heard he's had a stinky season.
He has, to be fair. And he's injured for our Champions League game, which is great also because he'll turn into fucking, do you know what I mean? Super Saiyan Vegeta, bro.
Yeah, that Bilbao squad's going to be on roids. The finals there too, innit?
But that's what I'm saying. So there's extra incentive, do you know what I'm saying, for these men to get there. So, I don't know, bro, but yeah, man is saying Lookman can play left wing. So I think that's one. If I was Arsenal, I'd be looking at that, to be honest. I think he'd be brilliant for them.
Even then, you could rotate with like the left 10 as well, because we have Cucurella pushing up a lot. And he could just switch to the overlap, which he does a lot too. Everyone says we invert Cucurella too much. No, he overlaps as well. He just does a fuck ton of roles. The amount of times I've seen Sancho get the ball on the left, who's overlapping behind him? Cucurella. He's the one that he's looking for half the time.
I hear it. Yeah,
you could just like switch positions. That'd be fun.
No, facts. You'd be like Sam Man said, what opinions on Enzo? I feel like, mentioned. I think he's a decent player, but I feel like he's overrated in terms of how much he costs and stuff like that. I know the price isn't his fault. But the thing is, when I look at him, I'm not really sure what his standout attributes are. I think he's a decent passer of the ball, nothing special. He's a decent striker of the ball in terms of finishing, nothing special.
Box crashing's got a lot better too.
Yeah, just energy. He just looks like an energy player to me. Like when I watch him play, like I don't really see anything outstanding about his game. I just see a player that is probably just kind of an all-rounder, really. Do you know what I mean?
I hear it. Caicedo's the £100 million midfielder for me, not him.
I
Good
agree.
player, but not that.
I agree. I just think Enzo. They spoke about Enzo when he went to Chelsea as if he was going to be able to get his foot on the ball and dictate and stuff like that. But from what I've seen, he can't do that.
He was doing it under Potter pretty well. It's just he's the only manager that, even Lampard, to be honest, but they were the only managers that tried it.
And then Poch
had him doing the whole press the striker, run around, chase the ball. And then he couldn't play that and got the hernia injury and was playing on that for a couple months. Now Enzo's got him playing further forward, but we're maximizing more of his touches. He looks a lot better. Still wouldn't say he's worth 100 million, but he's finally pulling his weight. He feels like a key player in the squad.
Yeah.
He'll be competing with Santos next season, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just, when he came in, I think they thought he was going to be the guy that puts his foot on the ball and dictates for Chelsea. And I don't see it personally. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Tonali is fucking unreal, mate. I swear down. It's like, bro, I can't lie. Even though he wasn't cheap here, Newcastle got him for peanuts considering, bro. Tonali's 100 and in this climate, he's 100 and what? Rice was 105. Tonali's like 150.
Yep.
You know the ones like Tonali.
That's why we ain't winning at Newcastle unless Lavia's fit.
Yeah,
that's the only way we can go toe to toe with that midfield. Flawless calls them the shield, and I see it.
They're straight sick, bro. Sick, bro. I can't lie. Joe Linton, is just fucking. He's just a bodyguard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just big and
strong. Bruno Guimaraes, he's got that, and then he can dictate the play too. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you get past Joe Linton, then you get crashed on by Tonali, and if you get past him, then Bruno takes you out, bro. Like it's mental.
Do you know if you got Lavia back, that midfield battle is going to be like a Royal Rumble, bruv. His body's flying everywhere.
Yeah, facts. Nah, Tonali's proper, man, because he's got that defensive Italian IQ, bro, but then he's got physicality as well. Like even his positioning in the last game, I think it was Villa, bro. I see my man, he blocks one shot on the line, and it's like the ball's coming to the box, and he just knows to step back onto the line, bro. And it's just little things like that. It's like this guy just always knows where to be, and then on top of it, he's got physicality, and he can carry the ball, and he can pass, and he can shoot. Yeah, he's a monster, bro. I can't even lie. He's a proper monster. So it's one of them ones where like Newcastle got an absolute steal there, man. Do you know what I mean? I can't lie here. It's like I didn't realize how good he was until I seen him in the Prem, because it's like in Italy, everyone's technically good. Like everyone, even the players that don't have physicality are technically good. Like it don't matter who you watch, man can play in it. And then when you see man in the Prem, and you see that technique, but you see it with physicality, he just stands out, bro. You know what I mean? He's different. He's different gravy, Tonali. So yeah, man, it's he's mental. He's a mental right now. He's costing a lot of money right now if they try to sign him. So it's just one of them ones, bro. Obviously, it was worth taking worth taking the charge, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they got a top player.
Yeah, it was looking like it was a bad transfer around them times, but it was the ban weren't nearly as bad as people worried about. And yeah, brother's cooking. Whole midfield's cooking. Newcastle's clicking at the right time, and the Carabao Cup win hasn't gone to their heads, which is really annoying. Now we just have to hope they keep dropping points. That's all this top 5 race is for us. Just win and pray everyone else doesn't. And try and get ourselves back into a position where we're favourites again.
Yeah. What result is best for you tonight? City beating Villa, right?
Draw. I can't have either of them win. Villa overtake us if they win. Man City open up a gap if they win. We have to just get a draw.
Oh shit. Okay, it's like that. Okay.
Yeah. I can't have either team win. No team winning is good for me. I want a 0-0, 1-1, something boring.
Fairs. Do you know what I mean? That's it, man. So yeah, guys, we're going to be doing a watch along for that tonight anyway. So we're going to be watching.
Liverpool, they got the league wrapped up by then. Maybe they won't care.
True, they might be drunk like when we beat City in the cup final.
Yep. Like they might not be on it like that. They might rotate. They probably won't play at the same intensity. Who knows?
No, you're spot on. If they've won the league already, yeah, you're gonna beat them because they're gonna party. That's for damn sure.
I hope
you know what I mean? First season with the manager. First season with the manager, won the league. Trent's last season. Their man are gonna be, bro. Their man are gonna be.
They won it last time, and City bopped them 5-0 the game after.
Yeah. They're gonna be pissed, mate. It's about Robbo's gonna have these man drinking out the keg, bruv. I'm telling you, like that you'll be all right. You'll be all right. I'll be honest. So It'd be interesting. You say Villa ain't doing nothing, but Unai knows how to set up shop, man.
Yep.
He really does.
100%. Like, why are we pretending like City are still like City?
Mm.
They ain't the same City. Like, anyone could realistically go to the Etihad and be confident. Everyone's pulled points off them except my stupid club.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
no, it's facts.
I can believe Villa can leave with a point, and I hope they do. I really hope they do.
No, 100%. You lot, make sure you run up these likes, man, and make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel as well. Closing in on 60K, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
God willing.
That's it, man. Soon come, bro. Hopefully, by the end of the season, you should have that wrapped up, man.
God willing, man. We've got 2 streams tonight. I've got Capital Conflict with Mike's, Northside, and Jay at 6, and then we got the Villa draw along. So keep a look out for that, people. 2 streams.
That's it, people. So yeah, look out for that. We're redirecting to Gunner's channel now. We got a show coming straight up after this, people. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, make sure you smash the likes. You know what I mean? Keep supporting the channel. Also, the clips page, I think Dave told me where, I don't know, I think he said 300 away from 10,000 or something. I'm not sure, man. So yeah, we're about to hit 10K. We started that at the start of the year. We started that in January, I believe. So yeah, man, it's been good going. Yeah, we're on. Hold on, where are we? I don't know. It's your account, bro. I don't even check. Okay, we're on. Yeah, we're like 300 away. Yeah, we're like 300 away from 10K, guys. So yeah, man, big up everyone that's been supporting the Clips channel, man, and we're almost there, man. So yeah, first big milestone there. So yeah, man, big up everyone inside. Run up the lights, people, and yeah, man, I'll see you guys over on Rants and